Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Hey, it's Friday afternoon. I hope you have a great weekend planned. We don't usually plan a lot. It's a little tricky for my wife and I to get away now that our older sons, Alec and Zach, are off at college and doing a lot of work and that kind of stuff. So kind of hard for Shelly and I to get away. But I wanted to tell you quickly about a story about Zach. He's my number 2 son. He's now 21, but when he was 14, I watched him do something that made me a pretty proud dad, and I kind of want to share it with you. So when Zach was 14, one of his jobs was to mow the lawn. And on a sunny summer day mowing the lawn, that usually meant that Eric and Ricky were outside. Eric and Ricky, my 2 sons on the spectrum. And it wasn't unusual for them to be in the middle of everything. And by the middle of everything, I mean running around in front of and behind the lawnmower, which in most cases would probably aggravate a 14-year-old who's trying to get the lawn mowed. But as I watched this whole thing happening, I realized that Zach had decided to have some fun with them. And so Eric and Ricky would get behind Zach and walk perfectly in line with him, right behind him, and then when he would turn, they'd run around and stay right behind him. And Zach could see him doing this. And so he decided to have a little fun with them. And so he would be mowing the lawn, they were right behind him, and he would stop dead in his tracks, and then he would let go of the lawnmower handle, which would turn the lawnmower off. And then he'd turn around and chase them like a crazy man and start screaming, and they would run all over the place. And he had so much fun with them, and he probably did this 5 or 6 or 10 times. He just kept doing it over and over until he was almost done. And about the time he was done, I could see Eric and Ricky over there scheming to do something. You know, they're kind of hard to know what they're up to sometimes. But they were hiding behind, we had a little playground thing that was a plastic thing that connects together. And one of them was walking behind him, and then so Zach stopped. And when he stopped and started chasing him, the other one popped out from behind the little plastic playground and started throwing tennis balls and happened to catch Zach right in the nuggets. And so Zach bent over in pain, and I could tell what was going on. And I thought, oh, now there's going to be problems, right? And he fell to the ground, and Eric and Ricky laughed so hard that I looked over, and it made Zach start laughing. And it took him about 2 hours to mow the backyard, which normally takes about 20 minutes. And when he came inside, I said, Zach, what's going on? He said, you know, they were just wanting to have fun, and I wanted to finish, but I figured I might as well have fun while I'm mowing, and they sure seemed to like it, didn't they, Dad? And it made me at the time so happy to see that their big brother was willing to engage them in their own crazy brand of fun. And just so you'll know, to this day, Zach is now 21 years old and works out of town quite a bit. He travels. But whenever he comes back into town, his 2 little brothers, who are now 18 and 15, when he walks in, he says, hey, all you people. And Eric and Ricky start singing back to him. It's a SpongeBob song. Hey, all you people, won't you listen to me? Something about jellyfish jelly. And it's really just the funniest thing you've ever heard. They love their brother. He'll go up in their room with them and play with Bionicles for hours. He's 21. But it's a way he shows those 2 boys how much he loves them. I feel so grateful for my 2 oldest sons, typical sons, who have wrapped their arms around the Thrive in Chaos program we've developed as a family. Maybe they've wrapped their arms around it because they helped develop it, right? And they showed their brothers by their actions and how they treat them. Even when things get awkward, they smile and laugh, and they show their brothers how much they love them by their actions and by their words. And it makes a dad feel awful proud. Trying to maintain my composure here. But you know what? It's a beautiful thing when your kids love each other and when they want to be together. And I challenge you this weekend Do things as a family that you can all do together. Figure out a way to lower stress and tension and give your kids memories that they can hold on to and look back on with big happy smiles. So have a great weekend. I don't know what we're going to do this weekend, but I'm sure we'll have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.